most affiliate marketers make very little to no money online. I want to talk about the top two reasons why most new affiliates and even a lot of seasoned affiliates are not getting the type of results that they might have gotten even a couple years before. And so I've spoken to a lot of affiliates personally myself, and a lot of them have confirmed that they have struggled with this as well. So this is even people who have been online for quite a while and their income has dipped, and I want to talk about the solution to this, right? So first and foremost, the one of the biggest reasons why a lot of affiliates are not making as much money as they might have been before is the fact that it's a lot harder to go viral on social media now compared to a couple of years ago, right? So just to give you an idea, this is, I was trying to find the official Facebook group for this program, which was Multiple Income Funnel. I promoted this program a couple years ago, back in 2020, 2021, 2022, kind of, in that area. And in that program, at the time, when it first launched in like the first few years that it was active, it was converting very well for a lot of affiliates. And so a lot of complete newbies were getting online. They were joining this program. This was also the case with a previous system called Profits Passport, which is very similar to this program. Both of these systems were doing very well for a lot of affiliates. And so a big part of it was because, of course, the system converted very well, the sales videos was very appealing, and people were, of course, buying. But the other reason why the system was converting so well and why a lot of beginners were making a lot of money was because of the fact that a lot of them were getting traffic from TikTok and other short form video platforms. And so one thing that I've noticed, I would say like 2023 and onwards, a lot of affiliates that were doing very well around this time when this program was big started to kind of drop off, and a lot of them are not really active anymore, right? So at this time, TikTok was doing very well for a lot of newbie affiliates. Some of them were getting results with YouTube Shorts as well, but what I found recently with a lot of affiliates that are getting online, they start posting content on TikTok. They try to do um, the tactic of like, okay, find popular videos in the make money online niche, talking about side hustles, and then they try to replicate those videos, thinking that they'll go viral. But unfortunately, with the algorithm changes that have taken place, they don't really push out videos as much as they used to, right? So that is one reason why a lot of affiliates are not really getting as many conversions with what they're doing now compared to before when they were getting a lot more traffic, a lot more leads. The other reason why a lot of affiliates are not doing so well right now is because they are putting all of their energy into one program. And what I've seen personally is a lot of affiliates, they fall into this trap of joining new offer after new offer after new offer, constantly jumping on the next latest shiny object program. And the problem with most of these new programs that launch today is the fact that a lot of them are not set up for average affiliates to make a ton of money. What do I mean by that exactly? Well, most programs are set up in a way where you join it and then like, per sale you can make maybe like, 20 bucks on the front end, right? And a lot of them are either MLM programs or they're like these weird like binary, matrix programs where you gotta like bring on two people beneath and then like four people beneath them to make like a $500 commission, and they try to sell it like it's like really good, but unfortunately it's set up in a way more that I would say benefits the owner of the program more versus the affiliates, like the average person who joins. Maybe they'll make a couple $100 in the beginning when that program is hot, but then the problem is once that program dies down, then the next new shiny object comes out. The big leaders jump on that program with their massive followings and their massive email lists, and then they say, "Hey, I just joined this new program," and then they'll show their income proof. They'll show like, "Hey, I made, $6,000 or something crazy with this program," right? And so a lot of newbie affiliates see this and think, wow, that looks awesome. Looks like that's converting very well. So they jump on board, But because they don't have the type of following that these big leaders have, and they also, don't have a massive email list, they're not likely going to get those same type of results. So what happens with 90% of people that join these programs is they don't really make barely anything at all. Maybe they'll post a couple review videos of the program, and because it's hot, they'll get a ton of, buyer traffic. So they might make, some sales from it. But the problem is, like most programs, they die off within a couple months. So the solution to this, I believe, is number one, you have to promote companies that are not here today, gone tomorrow. And this is one reason why, like for me personally, I don't really promote MLMs anymore. I did very well in an MLM a couple years ago. I was like a top 5 earner on that program, but that was mainly because I had like multiple TikTok accounts going viral, and I had like this really great offer that I set up, with a ton of bonuses for my team. So as a result, I was able to get in the top 5 spot on that program, and I had multiple people paying $200 a month for a savings membership, which sounds very hard to do, but I was able to pull it off, and I got in the top 5 spot with that program. However, most people are not going to be able to replicate, that type of, like those types of results, right? And so what happens with a lot of these programs, the MLM programs and a lot of these like binary matrix, whatever weird like compensation plans that they have, because the average person barely makes any money, when getting a couple sales in. The few people that you are going to bring on board are not going to be that motivated to really take much action, and thus you're not going to build a team that's going to duplicate, right? So the best programs to promote that are going to make you the most amount of money without having to rely on going super viral on social media, in my experience, are going to be the instant pay high ticket programs. And these are going to be the type of programs that you can get one sale and make, either 500, 1,000, or $2,000 per sale. And the benefit with these types of programs is when you make a sale, it gets paid out to you instantly, however you want, whether that be PayPal, Cash App, Zelle, Venmo. There's also no worrying about, refunds or chargebacks, and that's just because of how the programs are set up. That can also be a bad thing depending on how you look at it. They're not going to be for the type of person that, joins something and is expecting to get rich overnight, and then they try to cancel if they don't get results instantly. They are mainly built for the person who is serious about building up a full-time income online. And so that is where these types of programs come into play. Now, the benefit with these types of programs is the fact that when you get one sale, you could take that income, because this is more like life-changing income, that's also going to give you more spending power when it comes to running paid ads, for example, right? So like I mentioned earlier with the social media platforms not pushing up, not pushing videos out as much, TikTok especially, Instagram, like I mentioned, you can put in all this effort into trying to post content, trying to get videos out there, but if you're not really getting that many views on your videos, then you're likely not going to get that much traffic, and that's also going to lead to not many sales. But when you get just one sale in one of these programs, what you could do is you could take, a portion of that commission and you can instantly put it into paid traffic. And so that's going to give you more spending power. Maybe you decide to take half, pocket it, invest the other half into paid traffic, or maybe you just want to do free traffic altogether and just build out a massive email list. Or maybe you want to take part of that income and invest into other income streams or other things that could help your business grow, right? So in my case, one thing that I've done that if you want, you can completely replicate what I built up here. And as a bonus, when you decide to jump on board with the program that I'll show you here, I have my own school community that you can get access to. This has additional trainings that you can go through yourself. You can implement it for whatever you want to market online. And you could also offer this as a bonus to any team member that you bring on board. So that way you don't have to worry about, coaching people one-on-one, or you don't have to worry about being you don't have to worry about having all these bonuses set up in place because you could leverage everything that I built out right here. Now, the program that I'm promoting on the front end that I'm going to recommend that you check out, and that the link is going to be down below, is a program called Exodus Elite. And the benefit of this program, like I mentioned, you could earn anywhere from $100 to $2,000. These are instant payments. And when you make a sale, you get paid instantly. So you get paid however you want, like I mentioned. And this program is converting very well. So one thing that I want to show real quick is inside of their Facebook group. Let me actually pull that up real quick here. There are tons of members that are getting results in this program. So if I go over to media right here, you'll see that there are tons of members making sales. So $100 right here. This is another commission screenshot. Let me see if I could open this up right here. But yeah, you'll get like an email when you, so it looks like these are like leads that the, person generated right here. But if I exit out of this and I just scroll through, this program or this group right here is filled with members getting results. So let me go back here because I actually exit out of it. But media, and then I could scroll through. So $100 right here, 500 this person earned 500 right here, 250. And that's the beauty of this program. When you make a sale, you get it paid directly to you. It's convenient because you can just, if you want, you could just pocket the money altogether and maybe just use it towards bills. Or what I recommend is you invest into other things to help grow your business. And specifically, what I recommend is you want to invest in maybe some paid traffic, or my other recommendation is to maybe have invest in maybe other tools that you might need, right? So this can help you have, for instance, like a funnel builder where you build out like your own like capture page for this. And one thing that I've done with this program, well, that I'll be doing very soon, is I'm going to build a capture page that members can replicate that is going to help you promote this program. And the cool thing about this is another income stream that you'll be able to earn from. So when you go through my training and you invite members to go through my training inside this community, when you set up the done for you funnel with this program, the very first video is going to be like, okay, reach out to your sponsor in this program that you joined under and ask them for their link for the funnel builder, right? And so that is going to allow you to earn an extra $20 a month in residual income. So you earn 20 a month for the funnel builder, and then plus an extra 100 a month for another product that they have on the back end, right? So you earn an extra 120 a month in residual income. Well, another $8 as well for another product that they have, which is a personal development, daily to-do list app that they have called Let's Goal. And so, yeah, this is another income stream for the same amount of work, right? So the other reason that I mentioned, right, you have people that are investing all their time and energy into one income stream, and most programs out there, they don't really pay you that much per sale. So you have to either have a massive following on social media and do a ton of volume, or you have to, build up a stable residual income, throughout several months and years, which can take a while to do. So the quickest way that you're going to get to a full-time income is starting with a high-ticket instant pay program on the front end, like Exodus Fleet, which you could check out down below, and then having other income streams as well, like funnel builder tool, something that complements this. And then maybe you might have other programs that you recommend. Maybe you are in an MLM that you like, or you have a traffic affiliate program that you promote, and you could offer that as well. And so these are all things that complement each other and can help your members build their business as well. So it ends up being multiple income streams for you for the effort of promoting one program. And so the main benefit of this is you don't need a ton of traffic online in order to build up to a full-time income. So they say it takes like the same amount of work to get a $1,000 sale as it does, like a $10 sale, right? With high-ticket programs, there's also less convincing involved. So when you bring someone on board in a high-ticket program, one other thing that I've noticed is the mindset of people that join a high-ticket program and invest $1,000 into something versus someone who joins a $20 MLM. Usually they have a lot more questions. You gotta, provide a lot more support for them. Whereas someone who invests a higher ticket amount, because they want to make their money back as quickly as possible, they tend to take a lot more action, and that just leads to better results for everyone overall, right? So if you want to check out the program that I'm referring to right here, you can check it out down below. The way how this program works is you're eligible to earn commissions on whatever level that you come in at and everything below, right? So if you want to earn $1,000 per sale, then ideally you will want to be positioned right here. And the benefit is it's just a one-time payment. So once you're on board with this program, then you can earn commissions on it as many times as you want. And your only goal is simply just to drive traffic. So this program also has done for you capture pages as well. And they even have a phone sales team where if you send someone to your through your funnel and they have a question, they want to like talk to you over the phone, you could just refer them to the sales team and they will handle all the objections for you. And they have I believe it's a 90% close rate with this program. So there's a reason why it's converting very well. And you want to start with programs you want to start with a program on the front end that is converting well for average people. And that way it's so much easier for you to, promote multiple things at once, especially with a high ticket program like this, because it just gives you much more room to invest in other things as well. So that being said, check it out down below. Join at the highest level you can afford. If you can't afford to go all in with this program, but you still want to get on board, you still want to make money with this, then you can join at one of these lower levels if you want. And the other cool thing about this program is if you bring someone on board and they join at one of these higher levels, you are still going to make money. But the thing is, you'll make whatever commission that you're at. So if you come in at like the 250, for example, and someone comes at the 2000, you'll make 250 right here, but then the remaining 1750 will go to your sponsor above you if they're positioned at this level, right? So that way you could take the commission that you earn, and then you could easily upgrade here. You only pay the difference, by the way, when you upgrade. So when you come in here and you want to go to the 500, you only pay 250 plus plus paying the difference of the admin fee. And that's of course how the company makes money, is with the admin fee right there. And then once you are all on board, then you could earn commissions as many times as you want. So that being said, you can check out Exodus Elite down below. Once you get on board, regardless of what level you join in at, you will get an invite to my school community right here with all my bonuses that you could offer your team members, and I will help you get up and running with this program. So that being said, if you have any questions, drop a comment down below or message me directly on Messenger. I'll get back to you as soon as I see your message, and I look forward to seeing you on the inside. Take care and all the best.